Good afternoon, good evening, man. And another edition of Turf Talk One-on-One. I love these editions. As you can see, no dress up. Just got out the shower from the gym. My energy's right, especially for this guy right here. If you don't know, this was the last Norco quarterback to beat Corona Centennial. So we'll save all the autographs and the fan mail after the show. But the one and only Kyle Crum, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Yeah, thank you for having me on.
Man, it's always a pleasure. Like I said, this is the Turf Talk One-on-One where we check in with players. You were one of the first people we've interviewed throughout the years. You're going into your junior year, correct?
Yes, sir.
Your junior year at the one and only San Diego State Aztecs, where I also had a pleasure of attending as well. Shout out to the Terrastech dorms, room 305 over there. But go ahead and give a little small introduction about yourself so people know who I'm talking to. Besides the one and only last quarterback of Norco High School that beat Corona Centennial. Go ahead, boss.
Yeah, my name's Kyle Crum. I'm from Norco, California, like he said. This will be my third season. I'm a redshirt sophomore, but a junior academically at San Diego State. So I got an extra year to play because of injury my freshman year. And yeah, right now, as far as our situation goes, our entire staff is new this year. So the senior quarterback left, and new quarterback coach, new head coach. So the job's up in the air, and we're just competing in spring ball right now.
Hey, hey, that's what I like to see because I've had a chance to watch you in high school since you was a freshman. Since your dad was on the sideline in his chair, mom come and go, but dad was always there. Or and you were never afraid to battle. It didn't matter because you went to high profile programs and there was always quarterbacks transferring in and out, but it didn't budge you. Talk a little bit about how you were like kind of built like that's what you come from as far as like competing with the best of the best, and it's nothing really new as far as in college.
Yeah, I think so. I've been blessed to have opportunity to play with a lot of great quarterbacks. Like when I was a freshman at Centennial, I got the opportunity to come practice with the varsity team and just compete with them and see what that was all about. And then at Norco, having Shane Illingworth above me and be able to compete with him every day, just kind of got me used to that process of coming to practice, not with the intent of like, oh, okay, let's just get through this practice and get to games, but as with the intent of, hey, let me try to earn a spot and show them what I could do every single day. So, at the college level, no matter where you go, even if you've been a starter for 3 years, like the transfer portal and stuff, there's always going to be someone coming to try to take your job. And it's super competitive at any school you're at. So I think my experiences in high school have really got me prepared for that. And then same thing, just when I came into San Diego State, just trying to compete every day for a spot.
I want to talk a little bit about we just talked to Izzy, somebody that you know pretty fairly well. The quarterback position is one of the most difficult positions because you have to know. I want to hear from you and just talk about what you have to know. I don't want to speculate besides what I watch on NFL Network or high school huddles and stuff like that. What's some things that the quarterback has to know as far as the offensive fronts, the where the wide receivers are supposed to be, the running back positions? That's a lot because the average wide receiver only has to know his routes, and a blessed wide receiver would know a couple positions. But talk a little bit about what the expectations for a quarterback and what you have to know.
Yeah, that's a great question. I could walk you through. So like an average play, right? We get the signal. We're no huddle up tempo now. So first thing I do, I see the signal, and then like you said, you gotta know every part of it. So I can't just look for what was the route or what's the handoff. I gotta know it all. So I got the signal. Then the thing our coach always tells us is set the table, set the table. So that means I gotta make sure, okay, outside receiver, you're on the ball. We're in a 3-by-1. Make sure everybody in the formation's right. After that, first thing I need to look is where I need to set the protection. So if I need to send my line to the right or left, if it's a pass play, if it's a run play, I need to know what kind of call to give them. So do I need to tell them to lock the backside? Do I need to tell them that the tight end's arcing? Whatever our code words are for all of that stuff. And then after that, I look up to the defense. If it's a pass play, a lot of times my read is based on coverage. So I'll look, okay, they're in a two high shell, but their strong safeties rolling down to the field and their free safeties almost at the hash already. So I'm going to treat it like a one high pre-snap. Then I'll snap the ball, boom, see what they actually do. Now I go into my reads. And like you said, I know all 4 routes or 5 routes to get to my check down. So just going through that process and then making it happen with tempo is our biggest challenge now, just trying to keep the defenses on their heels. And then also a new addition with our offense that I like a lot is we just have options on every play. So, sometimes if we call a run up the middle, but I look out there and the defense didn't align properly because we're going so fast and they got one DB over our two or three receivers, then boom, I could just say, you know what, I'm just going to throw it out to a receiver or check a route and give him a slant if I think that's advantageous. So just giving us options to take advantage of the defense has been a great addition to our new offense.
So with that being said, you really don't have a personal life. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that's a lot of information, and I've learned a little bit about it throughout the years. But I'm just saying, as a man going in, so if your system's always changing, you just get the bundle package thrown at you, right? And you have to learn all the verbiage or whatnot. Talk to us a little bit about that part.
Yeah, so we start off with like smaller install pieces. So we just started spring ball now. So meeting one, we might learn, I don't know, maybe like six formations, five pass plays, five run plays, whatever it is.
Okay.
So they do a good job of breaking it up for us so we can meet first as a quarterback group, and then we'll go meet with the receivers or with the running backs. Sometimes if it's a complicated concept or play. So yeah, they do break it up into smaller installs. So like a day two practice, we might only have, a quarter or 20% of what
Mhm.
our full playbook will look like. So that way every day we're getting another new piece to it.
Got you. It's kind of like a math class. Every day we're adding on new pieces for the algebra equation. Let's
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get into a little bit about yourself, man. How are you? How are you health wise? You feeling good? You right in the right state of mind and everything? Because I can see there's a different look on you. Before you always look good and looked happy, but now I can see like there's a little bounce on you now. Talk a little bit about where you are mentally and physically.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I think the little bounce just comes from his football season again. We
Okay.
had our winter and summer is all just conditioning, lifting, and running, which is great. Awesome part of it. But now we're back to playing full tackle football. So I think part of that. But other than that, yeah, I've been good. I've been on the weekends starting up my own quarterback training. So I do private quarterback training in Temecula and San Diego, call it K9 Athletics.
Okay.
And then I also started a podcast where I interview and talk to the guys on my team just so that fans can get to know them more outside of just off the field. So, I
Okay.
had a lot going on right now, but it's been great and I don't feel like it's been overwhelming or anything. So life's been good.
Okay, so I definitely want to get that information from you so we can put that in the description so people can find out where they can get trained at, their kids can get
Mhm.
trained out, as well as we want people to tap into your podcast as well. What's the name of your podcast? Does it come out on a regular basis? Because I know you have it like set hours or whatnot. What's the time and day your podcast comes out?
Yeah, so I'm calling it the Aztec Cast right now. Currently is streaming on the We Believe network, which is like our platform where people donate or like say it's a certain amount, $1 a month, and then they can
Yeah,
see exclusive SDSU content. So it's exclusively on there right now, but I'm working on building my own YouTube to where I could put it out on the We Believe network first, so that way they're still getting exclusive content,
yeah.
and then maybe a week or two later I could get it out on my own YouTube just so I could reach a wider audience. So I'm in the process of building all that, and then as far as my QB training. I post the dates and the times on my
Okay.
Instagram at K9 Athletics. And I do a session in Temecula on Sundays and a session in San Diego on every Sunday.
Okay, I'll get that information from you because we go way back, so I definitely want people to know where to get what you at because you're a great dude and a great young man. Yeah. So we talked about all that other stuff. Let's talk about going into the season. I know you're ready to compete. I know the goal is to do whatever you have to do. Let's talk about some little things that you want to focus on. With the spring ball going into the season. Besides, we know what the overall goal is to take it to the house.
Yeah, yeah. I think the biggest thing with the new staff is just earning their trust. So
Okay.
being able to know that anytime they put me on the field, I'm gonna first of all know what's going on and run all the plays properly, and then also that I'm gonna take care of the ball. So I think if I could just consistently put on film that, hey, I got the correct footwork, my eyes are in the right spot. We actually just got stripes on our helmet, just right down the middle, so on film they can see where we're looking. So
Okay.
there's no telling them like, oh no, my eyes were on my read when they see the stripe
Yeah,
going the
yeah.
wrong way. So As long as I can, consistently just do the right things, take care of the ball, get first downs, get completions, nothing too crazy, and just play my game. I think that would be the biggest improvement I can make in order to earn the coach's trust.
Okay, as the quarterback guru coach that you're gonna become and that you already are, what's some words of advice for high school quarterbacks that I want? It's a two-part question that think they're the man. There's a lot of high school quarterbacks that think they're the man, and then there's the high school quarterbacks coming up, not sure of their self and still trying to figure things out. What's some words of advice we could give both parties?
Yeah, that's good. Well, first of all, I say if you're think you're the man, if you're the guy at your school, I don't think it's enough to just, get yourself to that level you wanna be at. You got to bring your whole team along. So, I think it's super important that if you have that influence over your team and you're the starter, you're the senior coming back, like don't just be, the you show. You got to put your guys on, give your O line love. I just did a barbecue for them last weekend, just to
Hey, I've seen
just
that.
team
I've seen
bonding,
that.
things like that.
Yeah.
If your receiver drops a ball, like pick him up, be the guy that people want to play for, because it's gonna make everybody better. And then my advice to people who are coming up that aren't sure of themselves would just be consistency. Like if you work out, one time a week really hard, and then you take the next week off, like it's not gonna build 1% better every time. So I'll just say if you are a guy that's like on the edge, just consistently every day, get your reps in, stay positive with it and don't give up.
Yes, sir. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Turf Talk 101, talking to the only one and only Kyle Crum. Go ahead and give the information where people can reach you at your IGs at it. We'll also have it posted. It's K9 Athletics, right?
Yeah, the Instagram for my training is K9_athletics_, and then my personal Instagram is Kyle_Crum02.
Okay, the one and only Kyle Crum from San Diego State, QB1. We're putting it in the books, speaking into existence. I just want to leave you with this because I seen some before I came on. Urban Meyer, I know you know who Urban Meyer is, right?
Urban Meyer.
Urban
It's
Meyer, coach, Ohio State.
yeah, yeah, Urban
Yeah,
Meyer. Yeah.
he
Misheard you, sorry.
told, I just want to put this in your ear before we get out of here. He told Joe Burrow, you know who Joe Burrow is, right?
Yeah, of course, of course.
That he was nothing more than a D2 quarterback.
Dang.
I'm going to lead a show with that. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, as we know, he was absolutely wrong, but I think it's important for everybody to know, trust in yourself. And that's the overall plan, in life. Hey, keep having faith in yourself, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Hey, I know you got a great family support system. Keep telling them they raised a great son, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Crum, thank you for checking out with us, man. We'll check in with you during the season and keep up the good work and stay healthy, most importantly.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you having me on.
All right, man. Have a good day.
All right, you too.